woman that'll make me go this crazy on like cinnamon.
For years, the rap game was mostly dominated by male artists. While there were a few major standout female rappers who helped pave the way for the rest, there has never been a time like this for women rapping. Some of the lyrics and styles aren't exactly what we're used to. This is male rappers reacting to cringy new female rappers. Number 6, Dame Dash.
It's like, to me, hip-hop's not a man's world. We think it is, but everything we do is for women.
Dame Dash recently did an overview of a number of female rappers and had some interesting thoughts. He is most famous for being the co-founder of the iconic hip-hop label Rockefeller. He made the case that hip-hop doesn't exist without women and felt they brought a much-needed perspective. In his video breakdown with Cosign, he covered a number of female rappers, but overall felt there could be even more in the music industry, particularly in rap.
I love it. I love when someone owns who they are and they're honest.
He started out by talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan has risen to fame over the last few years. She really exploded onto the scene last year with her hit single, Hot Girl Summer. Nowadays, she's catching even more attention and some flack for being featured in Cardi B's infamous new hit song, WAP.
She's too young for me to be looking at like that. Next.
Of course, when Dame Dash was shown Bad Barbie, he quickly cut them off. He said, "She's too young for me to be looking at like that." The young rapper was made famous by a viral clip from her appearance on Dr. Phil. That being said, she's never been popular amongst people in the rap community. Her style and aesthetic is well beyond her age, which has many male rappers cringing.
She's swaggy. I like her a lot. This shit is hard right here. I want to hear her shit. She's the winner.
Next, Dame Dash got a look at Rico Nasty. The rapper has quickly grown, especially amongst alternative rap fans. Her style is somewhat metal and is definitely making some waves in the genre. Dash was a big fan and was quoted as saying, "Yeah, she won." Number 5, Ice Cube.
This kind of artist, with the right team around it, just gets better and better,
Ice Cube is a legendary rapper who made his name in the famous rap group NWA. He and other members virtually changed the rap game. However, he doesn't always have a positive opinion about some of the new female rappers. Recently, he sat down in an interview and they covered some West Coast, which included a few females. He covered Saweetie, a Bay Area native from California. The young rapper has quickly risen up in the ranks. After the release of her album, Icy Girl, she landed a deal with Warner Records. This was a major move in her career and has catapulted her onto the main stage. That being said, she is still relatively unknown compared to many of her female rapping peers. Ice Cube had some praise for Saweetie. The legendary rapper said she had style and definitely swagger. He felt that she was probably going to be a big star if she had the right team around her. Not only that, but he said with the right support, she's probably someone who will just get better and better. He was also quoted as saying, "It's just cool to see a female coming out of the Bay, so I'm rooting for her." Number 4, Fat Joe. Fat Joe is an old school rapper who made his claim to fame back in the 90s to early 2000s. He's most notable though for setting up his own label and signing massive acts such as DJ Khaled and even Remy Ma, one of the greatest female rappers of all time. Fat Joe sat down in an interview and was reviewing some of the new talent around New York City. He himself is a Bronx native and is definitely a die-hard New Yorker.
I didn't think she was nice at first, and then it grew on me.
Among some of the New York rappers that he broke down, he talked about one rising female artist from New York City, not Cardi B, but Melly. The new rapper is very young and still breaking onto the scene, but definitely up and coming. She's most famous for her remix of Cardi B's Bodak Yellow. She hails from Harlem and definitely has an interesting take on rap. Fat Joe was somewhat positive, but then he started to get honest. He actually felt that there were too many female rappers coming up now and that they're not all talented. At first, he wasn't a big fan of Melly, but it did grow on him somewhat. That being said, he was reluctant to admit that she had what it took to take it to the next level. Number 3, A$AP Ferg.
When she started making music, I was like, oh, word, okay. Get it? This is my first time seeing this video, though.
Many's bitches look at her.
While some may consider A$AP Ferg somewhat new himself, many already see him as being in an older generation in the rap game. Ferg does have his own solo career, but definitely got his big break in the rap group A$AP Mob. He first got into the group in high school by creating it with his friend A$AP Rocky. The two quickly grew from there and added additional members. He's still dominating and at the top of his career, but recently he sat down with interviewers and broke down some of the new rap talent that was coming in. Like Fat Joe, he specifically covered New York rappers since he's from Harlem. He had lots of positive things to say about New York rappers and even covered one newer female New York rapper named Chinese Kitty. A$AP Ferg actually admitted that he knew Chinese Kitty before she had even started making music. Both of them hung around the same circles. Chinese Kitty comes from Queens, New York, and really broke onto the scene after appearing on the hit show Love and Hip Hop. From here, she was able to build a music career and has been steadily rising. Cardi B is another infamous female rapper who got her big break from the very same reality TV show Love and Hip Hop.
We got to fight for the title, kid.
Ferg commented that she had the style and looked good in the video. He also admitted that she has a long way to go and that there was a lot of competition, especially right now. Of course, he also said that she should keep going and believe in herself. Number 2, Twista.
I fucks with her. I think she fits in rap in a place where it's not so focused on her looks.
Formerly known as Tongue Twista, the Chicago-born native is known for his fiery, fast rapping style. He's even the Guinness World Record holder for being able to pronounce 598 syllables in 55 seconds. He came up during the early 90s and quickly blew up through the early 2000s. His style paired well with rappers like Kanye West and Ludacris. He's not always the most well-known to the average rap listener, but he has definitely made his mark and is a huge star within the rapping community. For many Chicago rappers, he's also a point of inspiration. Many try to replicate or emulate his unique style and musical sense for lyrics. In recent interviews, Twista talked about one female rapper out of Chicago and had some pretty interesting opinions about her. He spoke about the rapper Win. She's definitely not one of the more well-known female rappers out there, but has slowly built a niche audience for herself, especially amongst Chicagoans. Win's success really began after she was mistaken for Eminem's daughter in a viral video. Her freestyle had gone viral because of it back in 2018. He felt like she fit into rap as a female and surprisingly wasn't so focused on her looks, which he said, quote-unquote, was a breath of fresh air. He also commented that she had quite a long way to go still and may not have the right stuff. Number 1, Lil Jon.
Which one of these Atlanta rappers gets my cosign?
Lil Jon was made most famous for pioneering the crunk genre of rap. Straight out of Atlanta, Georgia, this rapper has made massive waves and will definitely be going down in history as one of the all-time greats. Lil Jon was at his peak in the early to mid-2000s, though he's still putting out hits. He hasn't always had the easiest time handling his money, but he can certainly handle his rapping. That's why he agreed to sit down and cover some new artists coming out of Atlanta. Amongst them is the young female rapper Killuminati.
We had no female rappers, and now we got a shitload of female rappers. I love it.
Killuminati is a very young rapper to be at the stage she's at. She's not a huge star yet, but she has risen into fame through her social media presence. Like many rappers, she's used platforms like Instagram to cultivate a following and build her brand. Her name was inspired by hip-hop icon Tupac Shakur. In the interview, Lil Jon was a little thrown off by Killuminati. He felt unlike many of the more successful female rappers, she didn't exactly have a thing. He couldn't quite grasp her sense of style or see any theme, though, and he admitted he wouldn't know much from seeing just one video. He did feel it's a strange time to be a female rapper. While just a few years ago there were basically none, there are literally dozens now. At the end of the day, there may be even more of an influx of female rappers. Rap in general has become an increasingly popular genre amongst musicians pursuing stardom. The accessibility of social media to promote their music has created an influx. Not only that, but there are also many people who are less passionate about the genre itself and more interested in rap's lifestyle. Some male rappers feel that the new group of female rappers don't exactly embrace the typical male style. Of course, others argue they do embrace it, and in reality, they've been part of these rap videos all along. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content. But what do you think about many of the new female rappers? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. That's all for now. Have a good one.